Congratulations with your comeback album. It's been like 18 years since your last real album with Rose Tattoo. What brought you guys back together, and why did it break up in the first place?
Money. We actually didn't break up ever. No. So when you break a band up, usually what happens is you sit down at a meeting and you say, righto, we're not going to be a band anymore, and we're going to break up and go our separate ways. We never did that. We just certain members of the band went off and did other things, and it took longer than they expected. So we've never really, the reason that we don't consider that we actually ever came back is we actually don't ever consider we went away, and the reason we didn't have to reform is because we don't consider we ever broke up. It's kind of like being a mason. You know what masons are? Mason, yeah. Once you're in for life, and the only way to leave is to die.
What was it like writing music together again after so long? Was it hard or?
Well, it's always a difficult process to write music because it's an inspirational thing. So you really rely on unforeseen or unseen forces. But it was good this time because the first time we've actually everyone was involved. And even we had a friend of the band, Bernie Marsden, he was involved as well. He was an outsider. We've never allowed an outsider into the process. So it was really, really good. I only wrote, in the past I've written all the lyrics, and I only wrote 5 songs on this album. And so it was very interesting for me as a singer to sing somebody else's lyrics and try to make sense out of them. I had to change a few of them. And at the last minute, but half the album was actually written in the studio. But we've always recorded like that. We've never gone into the studio with 10 songs and gone, okay, we're going to record 10 songs and just record them because they're all there. There's no fun in that. I suppose there's fun in that for somebody, but that's not the way we do it. We have like 4 or 5, 6 songs and probably 10 ideas for songs, like for music and lyrics, and we go into the studio and jam and see what happens, and that's what happens.
Why did you call the album Pain? Was it a painful process?
It's about pain, yeah. We weren't going to call it Lollipop because it's not about it's about pain. Have you listened to the album? Yeah, there you go. No, it's a realisation, like albums are like history books, and they're statements of history of the people that are involved in writing them and recording them. But they're also, if they're in a broad sense, they can be sort of like historical documents for an age. And songs are also very, very, very personal. And the songs on this album are about the emergence of wisdom that pain is not the enemy. Pain is your constant companion. Pain is one of your best friends because you learn some of the most valuable lessons in life from pain. So if pain serves you well, why is everybody so shit scared of it? Why do we allow our children to grow up thinking like, can't experience pain, it's something that it's like we allow them to be afraid of it, and it's apart from happiness is the other constant companion. We alternate between being very happy and very sad, and pain is the Oriental people have a terrific saying when you're learning martial arts, because the training is painful in different levels. But see, Oriental people understand different levels of consciousness. European people, American people certainly don't. But they're probably the least conscious race of people on the earth. But the Orientals have a wonderful saying that if you make pain your friend, it will serve you well. And that's basically what the album's about. It's about discovering the truth that pain is your constant companion.
Is this an album you could have written 18 years ago, or have you changed?
No. I know you're asking that question only because you want to hear the answer, but because you already know the answer. You just want me to say it. It couldn't have possibly been written 18 years ago. Otherwise, it would have been. You know, if I'd have been meant to have the fucking BMW 18 years ago, I would have had it. I ended up with a Ford. You know what I mean? No, of course, no. There's only things that happen at that moment of time, and really, I mean, there's a terrific book I read a couple of years ago that said that's all there really is anyway. You know, memory is an amazing perception of your view of what did happen. It mightn't actually have happened that way, but it's your view of what happened. And the future doesn't exist because, you see, a second ago there was a future, but I've already arrived there and passed there. So it's just a fucking perception. There's only now. You know, because you say, okay, well, there's going to be tomorrow. Yes, but it won't be tomorrow. When it gets here, it's now. See, it's now. It's already gone. It's now. It's just fucking lots of nows. Lots and lots of nows.
Do you think there are any future Rosa 2 classics on a new album, like Nice Boys or Scarred for Life or We Can't Be Beaten?
20 years will tell. You know, like, I never thought any of the songs on the first album were going to be classics. Who could have? You know, I mean, I'm a little bit sort of uncomfortable with the whole. I mean, they've sort of become personal anthems for people. You know, like I suppose in some way, I think probably the only song that I really can understand that became that way is Outlaw. I think Outlaw. I would have liked Outlaw no matter who sang the song. You know, I would have liked Nice Boys no matter who sang the song. You know, but then again, you know, like Street Fighting Man, I wish I'd written that. You know, I wish I'd written sort of. You know, there's probably 10 songs all along the Watchtower. You know, I fucking hate him. He rewrote that song. You know, like Bob Dylan. I thought, you know, nerdy little fucking weed. Although I love him to death, but I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a great song. You just wish you'd written it yourself.
Do you still have new tattoos put on your body?
Have I got any? I'm having my buttocks done, which is something most people will never get to see.